What's up, guys? Cameron here with FuelTech USA. I have Joey Martin and his car that we call Hero. Where did Hero come from?
So A guy wanted his car fixed. Actually, he wanted to go racing for the weekend. His car was tore up. This was back in 1999. And I told him to bring it to me and I have it done for the weekend. He said, there's no way you can fix this by the weekend. I had it fixed in 2 days. You're my hero, and it stuck.
Well, I saw, we put the new FT Spark on here, and I turned around and turned back around again after that, and I was like, holy crap, you work fast. And you're like, hero.
I work wide open. I can't get nothing done if I don't work fast. Like, I build these cars from conception to being at the track in 3 months.
Okay, so you built this whole thing,
Yeah,
chassis.
everything.
Did you do the paint and everything? Or?
I didn't do the paint. I, mounted the body, all that. My buddy David Perry did the body, or did the painting. And Michael Bunton, this is the first time I've ever paid for somebody to wire a car for me.
Okay.
But I'm from the grid days and the MSD grid, and the fuel injection was over my head, and I didn't want to show up at the track and have a lot of problems.
That's not that bad, man.
Well,
But it's important to you guys having the wiring and knowing what the wiring guys
Yep.
ends they use and
Yeah,
colored wires.
that's more important than people think. A lot of problems that people have are actually wiring problems.
Yeah.
But that brings us to why are you guys here? I heard you were you were on the struggle bus for a little bit.
I was on the struggle bus tearing engine parts up, and it was very expensive. And I just needed to put it on the dyno to verify what the problem was. And it was none of the FuelTech components, it was a tune-up. So you've got me straightened out, and I hope I can go out and...
Okay, you're going to one of the IHRA races?
Yeah,
or
I'm
what
going to the Triple Crown in
Okay.
the 18th through the 20th of this month.
Okay, well keep your
Ohio.
guys' eyes out for him at the IHRA race. A little bit more about the car, I guess. It is a brand new ProLine 4.9 140 Hartscharger.
Yes, 140 Hartscharger,
And
M&M transmission.
pretty much everything on our catalog. You have the
Yeah.
FT600, brand new FT Spark. You have all of our peak and hold stuff. You have EGTs everywhere. Our fuel injectors, so you're loaded out with pretty much everything. You went like just the whole. What did you copy and paste the whole catalog and just hit the go button? Or?
No, I actually bought it all through Eric over there at ProLine.
Okay.
I said, send me what I need. So I get a box of FuelTech stuff.
But how long ago was that? Because we bought new parts just today.
Yeah.
so
that
Cameron put a little sales on us about the new Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new FT Spark's definitely been a very reliable piece. We like them a lot, and it's more powerful. So instead of being like 750 millijoules, it can be up to 2,000 millijoules if you needed to. So,
But you were talking about the vibration, where they're built inside.
Yeah,
reliability. We go so far away.
These cars shake a lot, they vibrate a lot, all that stuff. So anything we
what
can
we
do
can
to help
control.
with that kind of stuff is a lot better. We fixed some O2 sensor things. We fixed a lot of stuff today. Are we allowed to talk about horsepower, or is that secret?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we ended up making a little over 3,400 horsepower to the hub today with this thing, which is pretty stout, especially with the way that the air is today. It's a little muggy, kind of sticky. I had a good day on the dyno. I was able to teach you guys a lot of stuff. Hopefully it sticks. If not, just call me.
Yes, absolutely. Taught me a lot.
And I look forward to seeing you guys go out to the track and actually have a good time, because tearing stuff up is not fun.
If you see my number pop up, don't ignore me.
I won't put you on the do not disturb list.
There you go.
I appreciate everything y'all do.
No, y'all really went above and beyond. I mean, we were here at ProLine 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, let's go talk to them, because we were intimidated by the dyno. We didn't know. We see all the big guys doing it. We're like, we just needed. I felt like it was.
It's really the best way to validate anything, and if you have a problem, you can do the same run over and over again. Plus, here we have all the parts, all the people, and all the stuff that can diagnose and troubleshoot things.
That helped today, plugging in a sensor or whatever.
Yeah, so anything that we need, we have it here. We have a welder in the back. We have all the kind of, we've had people fabricate stuff, all kinds of things. So really, to be able to come here, and if it's brand new, and just work it out, because everything that's brand new has some kind of a weird something, right? Or if you've been fighting something at the track, it's easy to diagnose that stuff here. We baby stepped this whole thing. We went through the whole car, checked all the sensors, checked all the stuff made sure it was all working, went from basically a two-step test all the way to complete runs, and ended up with 3,400 horsepower. So
you set the expectation on how you were going to do it, and that's exactly how the day worked out. So you guys stayed with it for sure.
So we try and do that, make sure that we're very, very thorough. It's this stuff is expensive, so that we can't afford to do any stupid mistakes just by not checking something.
Right.
So,
And then us traveling's expensive, and you go to the track and don't qualify or don't, just don't make sense.
well,
So,
I mean, look at what fuel stuff costs nowadays.
yeah,
So
yeah. And
to
just
mobilize a whole
frustration.
operation, get to the track and whatever, you want to be able to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. And
If you get beat, you get beat, but not because of some small gremlin. or
exactly,
whatever, so.
that's infuriating to go
I
out
know
and
him
for
20 years ago, there was no
10-cent
such
part.
thing like this dyno hub. So the fact y'all have that, that's,
Yeah, it's huge.
if someone's debating it, it should not be a debate. I mean, that's money well spent.
And to stand beside the car when it's wide open, making 3,400 horsepower, is insane.
You will
It's
see
not the
your-
same as
It's
sitting
not
in
the
it.
same as being at the racetrack.
Well, we're
Absolutely not.
squinting, too. We're just
Well, it's not running away from you,
Exactly.
and you're not sitting in it behind your nice firewall that
Yeah.
keeps you safe. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video, and I hope to see this thing going out at the track winning, because you have some history with drag racing, right? You
Oh,
were
yeah.
the first to go.
I was the first door car to run 350s in 2011.
Okay,
I did that in Lomad, world famous Lomad, the 55 wagon.
nice. What happened to that car?
It's a nitrous
The
car
family
now.
sold it. The Russell family sold it to David Ellsbury, and I drove it for David Ellsbury for 2 years after Tony passed away. And then another guy's got a nitrous motor in it now.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll have to keep my eyes open for that, because I know what that car is. I just haven't seen it in forever. So
And we know that y'all had some of your customers blue cars in the winner's circle, but this blue car is going to be in the winner's circle. So
I hope to see this blue car in the
Yeah,
winner's
you need to
circle, the
watch
one
out.
that says Hero right on the
That's
side of
right.
it, so that way you can earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing some local track stuff, but we're going to make it on the big scene.
Well, alrighty, we'll see you guys next time,
right,
and
thanks.
enjoy the video. Keep your eyes out for Hero.
All right,
FuelTech.
thanks.